Good morning. Thanks for having coffee with Sheila today. What I wanted to talk about, and this really is going to be a short video, is VA short sales and what they require. VA has their own short sale program. They don't participate in HAFA because what VA will require is they must net 88.13% of that appraised value. That's non-negotiable. So make sure when that VA appraiser is going out there to appraise that short sale property that you as the agent are out there to give them all the information about this property that is going to be a determining factor on the value. If you don't, they overvalue it, you're done. Okay, that's the most important thing. They're not going to undersell these short sales. They'll allow a variance of like 5%, with the market and real, regular transactions. However, a short sale is comped to a regular transaction. It is not comped to an REO. Some lenders don't even want them to comp them to short sales, which make no sense to me. But you got a challenge to make sure the value comes in at what the market is bearing, so keep that in mind. Also, the seller must maintain this property. They must keep utilities on, electrical, gas, water, sewer. If the VA appraiser goes out there and informs the lender that utilities are off, they're going to close that short sale because one of the agreements, and sometimes it's an unwritten agreement, the homeowner doesn't even know it, VA or the lender doesn't even share it with you, is the seller must maintain the property throughout the short sale process. So do not call the lender and ask them to turn on utilities. That is not their responsibility. It's the responsibility of the seller. So you got to keep that in mind. I have a lot of agents that call and go, yeah, could you call the lender and ask them to turn on utilities? Remember, the lender is not the seller. Your seller, the one that you represent, they are the ones that own that property. So they need to get the utilities turned on and maintained. Also, VA will consider seller concessions up to 3%. The one thing to keep in mind is you've got to hit that 88.13% net to VA. So as long as you're hitting that net and the buyer's agent or the buyers are requesting seller concessions, VA should consider and should approve those seller concessions. 6% commission. VA will pay up to 6% commission. However, if you're coming in below that required net of 88.13% and your buyers won't increase and there are no fees that you can take off that HUD-1, you may have to adjust that commission down to get to that 88.13%. Also, the appraisal, they will share the appraisal with you. It's not, some of these short sales, especially conventionals, where they will not share the valuation with you, whatever the BPO or appraisal came in at. It's a huge secret. And from the lenders talking to them, they tell me that it's because they lose their negotiating power. And to me, that's just stupid because the market is the market, okay? And it's not a secret as to what that value will come in at. So if the lender's coming in and countering your offer $32,000 because they feel that the value on the property is $32,000 more and it's not, the unfortunate thing with VA and FHA, it's an FHA appraiser and a VA appraiser that is valuing that property. It's going to be very hard to dispute. Some lenders won't even allow you to dispute. You may have to wait for that appraisal to expire in 90 days. And then you can start the process over again, have a new appraisal done, so you can try and get the new offer or new short sale within line with what the market is bearing. I hope this information is helpful to you. I hope you have a wonderful Friday, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.